Is this thing filled? It's not. If it's filled, you won't see air. But many of us with God is still here, and you are claiming maturity. Number one step is filled with the knowledge of His will. Do you know what it will take a man to come to the fullness of the knowledge of His will? The least, if you are very, very serious, 7 years. That's if you are serious, and you don't skip classes, 7 years. If you approach me now, and say, Kai, man of God, what is the fullness of your calling? I don't know. Kenneth E. Hagin, the great oracle himself, it was after 13 years of ministry that Jesus now appeared to him and said, you are now about to start your ministry. I read that thing and I closed my book. I said, Joel, there's no need starting now because they have not even admitted you. 13 years of the miraculous, 13 years of the world of the supernatural being displayed like a movie. And it was after 13 years, hey, Jesus now came and said, hey, you are about to start your ministry. So what has he been doing before? We have not even entered school road. You are claiming that you are inside class. The fullness of His will. When Jesus looks at you, all He could see is His will. You know what that thing means? Okay. Shasha, you're a nurse. Is it possible to burn the whole fat in your body? All. Yes. That's how difficult it is. Because what that thing means is that when you now look at this thing, do you know that it's water that is here, right? If I bring a drop of Pepsi, a drop, I didn't say 1 spoon, and drop it inside this thing, it's no longer pure water. Because the chemical configuration of the water has been altered. The fullness of His will is that when God looks at you, there is nothing else inside of you apart from His will. No, they won't come to you and say, when are you supposed to get married? You now say, Kai, 25 years. See, if you still have that calendar in you, you don't have the fullness of His will. When He looks at you, the totality of what you carry is a reflection of what He wants for you. And that is step 1. He came to me, he said, you see this one, remove this one from your message. Remove this one, follow here. He said, then for your growth pattern, you see, from this year to this year, don't listen to anything from it. From this year to this year, follow it. Then you see this one, this one, this one, this one. That's your school. The fullness of His will. How many years do you need to go to school to become a consultant? How many years do you need to be in the medical field at least to become a consultant?
At least 15 years.
How many years?
At least 15 years.
15. There's a problem here. It means you will need 15 years at least of fully studying the scriptures and the knowledge of the will of God full time for someone to be able to come and ask you a question about Christ and you'll be right about it. That's when you become a consultant. Someone that just graduated from medical school, you now come and ask the person, when there is a brain fag, what do you do? The person say, kill the person. They say, the person is dead. It is because of this spiritual consultancy that when you take somebody to a general hospital, that is a case they will look at. They will say, move this person to a specialist. Somebody who has been cultured into a spiritual dichotomy of that dealing in that environment, the person can see beyond what the generals can see, because the person is specialized. Many of us are not even in step 1. We're already claiming that we are. Now we and God, they sit down now. You're already in 17. And then you compound it with speaking in tongues.